gambler.
Hey, I'm Josh.
And I'm Anthony.
And this is Redhead Garage, where automotive enthusiasts who buy,
Revive,
fix,
sometimes break,
anything we can find with an engine.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about the Gambler. We're talking about the Gambler. And the Gambler's coming up. We got like 2 weeks to get both our cars ready. And other than moving them up front, this is the most we've touched them in over a year.
Yep, since the last Gambler.
And we just decided to use this one last week, so.
This one got totaled, let a friend borrow it, and when you know it, he got sideswiped by a big truck. So it's pretty smashed.
Not that side.
Don't let your friends borrow your cars.
I wasn't that friend.
He wasn't.
I'm going to hurt it now. I'm going to hit you with my car.
Do it. You ain't gonna hurt it any.
And then we got the OG Gambler. We've ran this 2 years in a row, and it still runs, surprisingly. I haven't touched it in over a year, so I don't think it had power steering last time I drove it. We maybe fixed that, but it's ready to go. It got stickers, so we're good.
Extra 50 horsepower?
Yeah, every sticker adds at least 1 horsepower each. That's why we put 500 up.
It needs all the horsepower it can get, let me tell you.
Yep.
Well, let's take a look at these things and see what you guys think.
Yeah.
What year is yours? I think they're both 03s, ain't they?
I think mine's an 01.
01? Oh no. What guy's name?
Did you just lock yourself out of your car?
No, the door itself locked.
Is your key in the car?
Yeah, but it's unlocked. Oh, dude, it pushed out everything.
Fun update. Not
Yeah.
scripted.
Hey, guess
He
what?
locked his key in
Hey,
the
guess
car.
what?
Did you get it?
Nope. Unlocked.
Yeah, you can tell these are piece of shit cars. So his door doesn't open anymore, and you had to.
I don't know what just
push
happened to it.
down.
I wonder if the window is jacking it up.
Yeah, just take that window right out. We don't need that anymore.
You need a door.
I think you're fine. What in the redneck are you doing? Okay, that's and that's how you open the door.
Yep. Still don't want to open. I don't want to. We're Daisy Duking it now, boys. So, before I locked myself out of this, I was trying to figure out what year it was. It's a 03 Ford Focus ZX3. Manual transmission, 5-speed, with the famous Z-Tech 2-liter. Pretty much indestructible. Perfect for what we're doing. It runs and drives, actually, besides the T-bone damage, very well. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get this one up to snuff with our original one that Josh bought. And we're going to gamble both of these things as hard as we possibly can and still try to make it home after 500 miles.
So, did some custom body work here.
Yep. This is courtesy of a F-250 with a ranch hand on it.
This is what happens when you let people borrow your car.
Yep. Don't do that. Now, obviously, it wasn't the guy's fault.
Much worse.
We'll go ahead and put an asterisk there. Was not his fault. He was not at fault for the accident that totaled the car. But nonetheless, totaled the car. Yeah, so that's why it's going in the Gambler now. We had no plans on making this a Gambler at all. It has some harder to find body parts, as you can see on here with the bumper and the hood. The rear bumper also was good, but that got damaged and destroyed in the accident. So we can't use that now. This is actually all coming off of here, and we're going to go ahead and do more of an off-road approach to this, given what we're doing with it. So we got to go ahead, get a new hood. We're probably not going to get a bumper. We're going to just leave the bumper completely off of it, and then this hood will be repurposed down the road. So we got to get a mirror, and if we have to now, we might have to get a driver's side door because it don't open.
Oh, you want to get in and out of it?
Yeah, well, where we go for the Gambler up north here in Michigan, it's really sandy, and you can't breathe while you drive, and that's definitely not going to help not having a window. So we're going to have to get that fixed. Yeah, we're going to go ahead. We're going to lift it. We got a small lift on that one we'll get to later. We're going to kind of mirror what we're doing over there on this one.
This side looks nice.
Yeah, this side looks really nice. Besides, the
This is what
aggressive
looked like
rust.
pre-T-bone.
Yeah, not a bad little car.
Before. After.
Yeah, that rear side over there on the driver's side is pretty smashed in. But we're probably not going to touch that at all, honestly. We might just put something over where the tire's going to go to make sure that it doesn't throw debris up on the roads.
It want to be nice.
Yeah, we got to follow some laws. And, yeah, so we'll probably end up doing that just to make it streetable as much as it can. We got some rear-end suspension components to fix because obviously they're bent because that rim's obviously kicked in real bad. We'll get that going too. You guys will see that progress. And then we're going to go ahead and kind of customize it, maybe do some paint job, other artistic-y work to it. Make it
hot pink?
We could. I mean, I know there's a neon over there somewhere that looks like that.
That's him.
So we're going to go ahead and customize a little bit, get it ready for its debut.
All right. Well, that's the new car, but let's go look at the OG car.
Yeah, let's look at this
Yeah.
veteran that we have over here.
So this one's my brainchild. Me and Anthony built this 2 years ago. We've just been slowly working on it every year. And then this was the last iteration of where we're at with it. As you see, we got the carbon fiber hood. And we got this custom sticker bomb fender job going on,
Disregard the sun fade.
Yeah, that was all part of the plan. I got a bunch of Flying Dicks paint all over it. We got a Gambler 500 sticker. And then, yeah, we got this awesome graphic on the side. I'm not going to lie, I think I paid more for the graphic than I did for the car.
You did. You definitely did. I can confirm that.
And then we also got, if you keep following me back, I put SVT rims on it. This is an SVT. This is just a base model, the most base model Focus you can get. And then, yeah, I think I got this car with 2 Pontiac Fieros for $800. So it definitely was in the $500 budget. And then some more custom editions. We had this spoiler custom made because we were proud of our Gambler roots. So the plates are custom made. We had those like CNC'd or machine laser cut, whatever.
Yeah,
but then the
cut.
spoilers just from Walmart. It was like $20. And then the side looked stupid, so we just put custom bolts on. Fade out the rear lights. Come to the rear. Let's show you some of our off-road mods. We put a hitch on it, so for a rear recovery point, and we have a trailer we're probably not using this year that we also had. And fun fact, we sold that one off of his car when it wasn't a Gambler because he uses daily for a while. And now he wants it back, but you can't have it. To kind of show you some history, like we have 2 different years of ORV stickers because it has been off-roaded, and like that's our proof that we've been using it. And then you can look at all like faded up and scratched up paint job and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And then we did the door handle delete.
that.
And then matching graphics all around. And then let's go on the interior. I'm gonna use the internal handle because I don't want to lock myself out of the car.
Okay.
So we got our CB radio for off-road use. We got if you see down here in the corner, I got an inverter, and that inverter has a very special job. We'll get to in a moment. If you look, you see our stereo. We have the flip-up display stereo, and there's some RCA cables. But what could be running into those? Glad you asked. PS2 mounted in the glove box that runs through the sound system, and you can play it on the radio.
It 100% works, and you can play it while you're driving on the highway.
Yep, we only play Need for Speed in this car.
With the ZX3 Focus in
Yes,
the game.
we only use the Ford Focus. Unfortunately, we can't show that. And that's pretty much, see if I can pop the rear hatch. Show you guys that.
Yeah, the buttons over on the driver's side.
I've driven this car in a while.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, because this one has, if you notice, this one's lifted compared to his. We put like a 2-inch lift or something on it. Which
Yeah, it was 2 inches.
just to give us a little bit more clearance off the road.
That was great, too.
Where the hell is the button? Oh, it's
Right
up
there.
here, yeah.
Yep. You don't got to turn anything on. Just hold it. There you go.
Some cars I get to turn them on. Okay. And then we got our off-road tires that bolt up to this car, which we're going to save that off-road mode till later. And then if you look behind the tires, you can't really see, there's two 12-inch subs mounted where the back seat used to go. Because this is a street racing car, and that's important. Because all off-road cars need 12-inch subs. It's a given.
They're jamming.
Yeah. So, I guess I should have mentioned the theme to this car if you guys haven't guessed. The theme was early 2000s street racer. Like, I wanted, like, if you're like 16, 18-year-old kid in your early 2000s who had just like enough money from delivering pizzas, what modifications would you do to your car? So we went to AutoZone, got as much crap as we could, and any like cheap eBay parts went on this car. So that's our theme, and I think we did a good job with the theme.
Yeah.
I don't know, you guys think we did stupid, so let us know. But there's one more little off-road edition we did that makes this car not just a stickered up buggy. If you look, we got our anime waifu vanity plate with our flying dicks. But it hides a secret. We have a 5,000-pound winch custom mounted in the bumper, hidden behind this plate. That will pull the car out of almost any situation. It's been used, it's a little tweak, so that's one of the things we have to fix on this car, is we have to take this bumper off, refabricate the brackets for that, so that way it doesn't yeet itself off the car. And I believe we have to fix the power steering and just kind of do general maintenance. This one's right for the show, and then we can focus on Anthony's roadkill here.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Ain't nothing but a heart. I don't know what Should we say what the Gambler 500 is? So, Gambler 500. What is it and what's it about and why are we doing it? So, the Gambler 500 is a off-road, on-road, off... The Gambler 500 is an on-road, off-road event designed... Shit, fucking... Crap. Okay. So, the Gambler 500 is upon us. And for those of you who don't know what the Gambler 500 is, don't worry, I'm here to tell you. I love it. I even got the shirt. So the Gambler 500 is an on-road, off-road rally adventure kind of event that happens all throughout the United States. We are specifically participating in the Detroit Gambler 500, which happens beginning of June, around that time frame every year. So, for those of you wondering what the Gambler 500 actually is and what's the purpose of it, the purpose is you buy the cheapest car you can. Originally it was $500 beater cars. That $500 is a loose limit. No one cares how much you spend your car. The biggest goal is have fun and just get something you don't care about destroying.
And there's one rule, the number one rule. Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. And having fun is greater than rules, and the price limit and stuff is stupid. Just don't be a dick.
They do have some Spirit of the Gambler awards and trophies and certain things like that. The most helpful award to people that stay behind, help people get pulled out of bad situations, stuff like that as well.
Yeah. All depends on the event you're running.
Yep.
So anyway, the way this event runs is it's a 2-day event. The first half of the day is kind of a sightseeing journey. The one we're doing, he starts in Detroit, and then we kind of do some sightseeing around Detroit, and then we go about 250 to 300 miles north of Detroit out into the countryside, and then go out to state land and start doing off-roading and see if we can take our beaters and make the journey and see if we can have some fun with them. And then there's camping involved, and it's 2 days, so drive up there, set your site up, do some trail riding, have some fun at camp, and the next morning do it all again, and then there's some award ceremonies and closing ceremonies.
And one of the big things that the Detroit Gambler 500 does, the people that made it, is they look out for the environment too. They have a policy of leave no trace behind. So when we go out, we make sure we don't pollute or contaminate anything that we're going through. We don't leave any garbage behind. And if we find anything that's already been out there, we take care of it. We take it with us. We dispose of it properly to help the environment.
Yeah, I've seen videos of the stuff out in the desert where they salvage cars, they pull up boats, tires. It's atrocious to see how much people destroy public land. So this whole event's about recycling and keeping it cleaner than you found it. So even the cars themselves are essentially recycled, because people from all over the state, all over the country, try to find neglected cars that should not be on the road again, give them one last use of life, and then have some fun with them, instead of sending them to the scrapyard just to be recycled.
Yeah, recycled.
or polluted, recycled.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like an upcycle, you know, whatever. But yeah, so it's super fun. We're gonna videotape as much as we can, but we're also gonna try to have fun as well. So if we miss some stuff, oops. But we're gonna bring you guys along for our journey, and hopefully we'll inspire you guys to want to build your own car, because you don't have a lot of money. Like as I said, I bought my Focus for $800, and it came with 2 other cars as a bundle deal. Because you know, who doesn't buy their cars in bundles?
It's true. In the first year that we actually did this, we had a Buick Century that we used, and I think we paid $250 for that.
I thought it was 300.
Was it? It was around that price mark.
$250 for the van. It never happened.
There you go. Yeah. So from a price point, anybody can really do this.
And that's the point, is anyone can do it.
Yep. And you don't have to modify it at all either. You can just take it out there bone stock. And whatever happens, happens. There's a lot of good people that go out there that will have your back too in a time where you get stuck or you have a breakdown or something along those lines.
Yeah. We're a little bougie. That's why I put a winch on my car, because I don't like to. I like to make sure I can self-recover. But even when I've ran without it, someone's always there to pull you out. And like we've got our car stuck to a point where we couldn't even use the winch, and yeah, they just pulled us. Did we have the winch the first year?
No.
No, yeah, the winch was last year's edition.
Yep. Yep. Nope, we didn't. But yeah, everyone's pretty cool when you go out there. If you guys don't know what the event is and you don't take our word for what it is, please go ahead and look up the Gambler 500 in your area and think about participating.
Yeah, it's fun. Hope to see you guys out there. Not this year. Well, I hope I see you this year. But for people watching this video post-event, I hope I see you guys at the next one. So
yeah.
I guess we should probably start working on the cars instead of talking to this camera.
We already got
really,
no time.
We got 2 weeks to close.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
We got 2 weeks to get these done, and we're just talking to you guys. If we don't get the cars done, they're gonna close down the shop. I'm gonna lose my house.
The dog.
The dog's gonna leave me. It's this is how these things go. Wife don't exist. Your kid's gonna leave you.
Yep.
No, and my credit score will go down.
Not the credit score.
Oh no!
Thanks for watching. If you liked what you've seen, maybe like, comment, or subscribe.
For more hot content.